This morning I'm going to show you how to make a gluten-free, refined sugar-free, and dairy-free pancake recipe. In the first part of the video I'm going to show you how to make the pancakes. In the second part I'm going to show you how to make a blueberry sauce to go on top. So, all you're going to need for the basic pancake is 1 banana, 1 cup of water, and 1 cup of oats. Okay, if you have a blender, I would use that right now, or a food processor would probably work too. I haven't tried it in one. So, put your oats, your banana, and your water into your blender top. I like to add Vega protein to mine. You don't have to. I make a smoothie in the morning sometimes, or I do these pancakes, and so I try to get my protein supplemented that way. It's a vegan protein. This one's vanilla, and so it tastes really amazing in pancakes. So I'm going to add some of that to mine. The next thing you're going to want to do is blend it in your blender. After I do that, I'll meet you back here. Okay, so I'm done blending it. Something you should know is that if you use an extra large banana like I did, you might need to add just a little tiny bit more water. But you can see what it looks like. You can see it's going to pour really great into the pan. So, now what you're going to want to do is heat up your pan. I'm using a cast iron pan. You don't have to use one of those. But if you're using a cast iron pan, I'm going to show you how to do this. So you're going to turn it on to high, let it heat up for a minute or so, and then if you're trying to replace dairy in your diet, I suggest using coconut oil to fry it in, because it'll be basically non-stick. You could use a non-stick pan too if you want to. Okay, my pan's been heating up for a little while. I'm going to add about 1.5 teaspoons to my pan. And I'm going to let it melt. After it melts, I'm going to turn the pan down to a mid-range, so medium. On mine, that's 5. Okay, my pan's ready to go. I've changed burners, as you can see. So I'm going to take my mix, and I'm going to pour it into the pan. You don't want to do these very thick. I'm going to show you what I do. You just take it and shake it like that. They have a tendency to want to be thick when you pour them out into the pan. I can usually get 3 or 4 into the pan. Looks like this time I'm going to get 3. Okay? And from here on out, they basically work like a regular pancake. You're going to watch them. The bubbles are going to create. Once you've seen the bubbles pop up through the mixture, you're going to know when to flip. But I'm going to show you. Okay, so they're ready to turn. You can kind of see what they look like. They should flip over really nicely for you. That's the color you want to get them. I want to show you how many this made. I've got 9 pancakes here. They're small, so you could probably do like 4 larger pancakes and 1 small one if you wanted to do some larger pancakes. Also keep in mind that I used a larger banana, and so you'll have to experiment around a little bit with this recipe, but you can see it makes quite a bit with just 1 banana, 1 cup of oats, and a cup of water. Okay guys, now we're going to make some blueberry sauce. This is so easy. You'll never buy it again, if you do buy it. Alright, so I have a 1-quart pan, and I filled it up part way with some frozen blueberries. All I'm going to do is turn on the heat. I'm going to start it at high, and Then I'm going to turn it down to medium again. Same way as the pancakes. Okay, now it's starting to heat up. Can you hear that sound? So I'm going to stir pretty vigorously here until these blueberries melt. I'm going to leave it on high for right now. In the summertime, I do this with fresh blueberries. And I make jam and sauce, and I can it. So when it's blueberry season, I will show you how to do that. But for right now, I'm going to show you how to make it simply, so that if you were to go to the store and just get some frozen blueberries, you can make this on a Saturday or Sunday morning for your family for breakfast. Okay, it's starting to melt. You can see that it's starting to form a sauce. I'm going to leave it on high since I'm sitting here watching it. As these berries start to completely thaw, I'm just going to lightly kind of press down on them so they get smashed up a bit. There's a lot of pectin in blueberries. Blueberries are going to thicken up really nicely without anything added to them. So you don't need to add anything to this if you don't want. I don't. I'm on a sugarless diet, you know, besides fruit. And so this sort of thing works out really well for me. I happen to know these blueberries are very sweet because I picked them myself. So I'm not going to add anything to this. You could add some stevia or some honey or a little bit of sugar if you want, but it's really good without it. Alright guys, now it's boiling. It's starting to become a really nice looking sauce. Let me show you what it looks like now. See that? So far this whole process has been maybe about 10 minutes. And like I said, if you put this on a lower temperature, you don't have to attend it the whole time. You can be doing this while you're making the pancakes, in fact, and not having to monitor it very much. I'm doing it separately, just for the purpose of the video. Okay, I want to show you how the sauce is starting to thicken up. Can you see that? I'm going to stop at that point because I don't want jam. So, this is where I'm going to stop. And that's it. I've got my pancakes. I've put some of the nut butter that I made in another video on the pancakes with some sliced bananas. And I'm going to pour this onto my pancakes. It's going to be so good. You can also add some applesauce or anything that you like to have on your pancakes. I'm just trying to show you a healthy alternative. It's very good. You get a lot of energy from it, especially if you add that protein to it, and even if you don't. So, there's our pancakes for the morning. Hope you enjoy it.